Hello guys, welcome to a new video in Karate UI automation series. In this video, I will show you few features, what is script method in Karate UI, and also how you can inspect the shadow root on a web page. This is a requested video, so let's go to it. So before inspecting the shadow root DOM, let me just explain you what a script method in Karate UI, because using the script method only we are inspecting the shadow root. Okay, the script method is nothing but if you use the script method in Karate, it will actually treat your string as a JavaScript in the browser. I will show you with an example. So I want to I'm taking the content of a particular text, a particular element, and I'm asserting the content of that particular element using the script method. Okay, so let's debug Amazon site. um, I'm taking this very small field, amazon.in. Okay, Amazon is, I think it's a simple, so .in we can take. Okay, and it has a class name, nav logo locale, and we know the css selectors we can choose. If the class name, if it is class name, we can take with the dot, right? So it will locate. And so we got the web element locator, and now we can take the content of the text and we can assert the text. So how to take the content? You can take the content. So I'm taking the content and I'm asserting the result in a single line. Okay, if you want, you can do it in a different lines also, after storing into a variable, and then you can do the assert call. Here we can do it in a single line. So I'm using the script method now, script of, and script method again. And the left hand side you can pass this web element locator. In the right hand side you should pass the function in the sense. So to get the inner text or the inner HTML content, using the JavaScript, we used to use a method inner HTML, right? So if you are familiar with the JavaScript, you should be knowing that. So same thing, we can pass it like here. So the script method will treat, or it will evaluate this string as a JavaScript in the browser. So we can write it like this: dot inner HTML, and mad script of this inner HTML equal to, and we are validating the content should be dot in. Okay, let me just type it, dot in. Okay, and we'll run this. So the test is completed. We'll see if it, no, it has failed. Okay, path actual is not expected is dot in. Okay, we'll see what is the issue. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. It should be HTML in a HTML. Okay, and now we'll run it. So this time it should work. Yes, the test is passed. So we got the expected content as in only. I mean actual content as in only. So the actual content and the expected content matches, and we got the passed result as one. And always try to use a space after the first argument. Okay, it's not mandatory, but try to practice that. So this is the script method. So whatever we give here, right, string. So this string method, this string is treated as a JavaScript in a web browser. So we got the inner HTML content. And now let's go to the shadow root concept. So in some of your websites, you will be able to see the shadow root in your DOM in the HTML structure. And if you try to find out the web element locator and in the usual way, you will be getting the no such element exception in case of Selenium, right? So similarly in Karate also, it will show there is no element access with that. So we should have some separate way to inspect shadow root. In Selenium also, we used to make use of JavaScript executor in order to inspect the shadow root DOM, right? Similarly in Karate, we can use some JavaScript methods and the script method in the Karate UI in order to inspect the shadow root. So I have opened the Chrome download section. Here you will be able to see, if we click on this downloads button, right, you'll be able to see the shadow root DOM structure. Here actually we have nested shadow root. One is here shadow root, and again next the second one, and again third one, and inside that we can locate this. We can get the h1 downloads section. So I want to inspect this particular element, that is h1 tag having this text downloads. Okay, so we should navigate to 3 shadow root structure in this particular DOM, right? So let's see how to do that. So in Karate, it is very easy that you can achieve that using the script method. So when if you want to inspect a particular element, what you want to do is just click on this element, just click on the inspect button, and once after inspecting, just right click on this downloads, I mean the required element, and you can select copy and then copy JS path. Okay, copy JS path, and let's paste it into a notepad and we'll see. And this is the content that we got, document dot query selector of, and then the web element path, that is Podi downloads manager. That so that it will downloads manager is nothing but this one, the first tag downloads manager, and then it is going to the shadow root dot query selector of toolbar hash toolbar. So there should be something like hash toolbar. uh, if you search for, with toolbar, you will be able to see that. Yes, we have this hash toolbar. So these are the actually automatically generated. We can give our own XPath as well. First, we will try with this content only, and then we will try with our own XPath. Okay, and then again it will go to the next shadow root, and then the it will reach us the final element, that is the h1 tag. Okay, so first let's try with the same element only using the script method. You can just copy that, and now what we can do, we can comment or let me remove this, and here as well we are using the Chrome downloads URL, right? And now what we can do, we can give we'll just print out the h1 tag now, heading equal to, and you can use the script method. Inside the script you can pass this particular line. Now after this we should get the text content, right? To get the text content, you can choose this method, that is txt content, and you can close your bracket, you can close the double quotes and then close the bracket. And also in our initial video, as we discussed, since we are using double quotes outside outside this sentence, so inside for all the web elements we have to make use of single quote. Okay, so replace all the double quotes in the generated JS path with the single quote. Okay, now next what we will do, we can get, okay, one second, this should be text. Okay, text content, and now we can print the value of this heading, then print heading, See, our test is passed and we'll see what is printed in the heading line. We got downloads. It is working fine, right? So we got heading as a downloads. So downloads means this section, this one, H1 tag, right? Which is expected. So this is one way of finding the content of the shadow root element by taking the generated XPath. Now what we can do, we can give our own XPath as well. For that, what we can do, let me just remove the generated values from here. And so if you look at the DOM structure, first what we have to do, okay, let me just close it and we'll open it again. So first we have to go to the downloads manager tag. So the tag name we can directly give it like this inside these single quotes. Okay, you can directly give like that. So it will go to downloads manager, then it should go to the shadow root query selector of, again we can give the next web element XPath. You can give XPath, CSS selector, any other, any locator. Okay, we'll see what works for us in this case. So now it should go to the shadow root. So it is going to the shadow root. So we have to find out a particular element in the shadow root section, in this particular section. So we'll see if we have a unique tag name. Otherwise we have to find out the XPath of a particular element. So we have a unique tag name over here, downloads toolbar. So let me take that. If you don't have the unique tag name like this, you can inspect any other element inside this particular shadow root structure. Okay, and you can give directly that XPath in that bracket. And next we have to go to this shadow root structure and we have to inspect the next element inside this particular shadow root. That means till this, before the start of the next shadow root. Here also we have a unique tag name, so I'm making use of tag name only again. That is we can give it like this. And next it will go to the next shadow root and then query selector of, in the next shadow root we need the h1 tag only, not any other tag, right? So you can directly give h1 tag, h1 tag. Now we can run it and we'll see whether we get the same result or not. So we should get the same result and should work. So the test has completely run and it is, let's see if the value is printed. We got download, so it's working fine, right? So let me explain it one more time. So once you have to go to the downloads manager, then the shadow root structure. So you have to give the XPath or NCSS select or any other locator of of any element of this particular, from this section, that is before the next shadow root section begins. And then you can navigate to the next shadow root, and then you can take any of the element in between this section, and then you have to go to the next shadow root. And here we need the field h1 tag only, so we can give the h1 tag as well. Okay, so as I mentioned, it need not to be tag name only. You can give your XPath, CSS selector, anything like that. Now let's discuss another method to get the content. For that, again, let me comment out that, and then again we are using script method only. The script method, here we are passing two arguments. So one argument is the web element locator, that is the first tag name, first locator, that is before the shadow root begins. We have this locator, right, downloads manager, that we can pass it here as the first argument. And the next argument should be, so now we have reached the downloads manager, right? So the next argument should be, you can take it from here, dot shadow, from the shadow root dot query selector of downloads toolbar. From there you can go until we get the text content. And as we discussed before, you have to put a double quote and an underscore and a dot. Okay, so we don't need double dots. Now let's run it. So the test is passed and we'll see the heading value. Yes, we got download section. So I'll just show you again. First argument is the downloads manager, that is before our shadow root begins, that tag name, and then we are navigating to a shadow root. So this string will be considered as a JavaScript in a browser, and it will go to the shadow root DOM structure and it will give you the text content. So these are the three methods of handling the shadow root element in your application. Now let's say you want to pass some keys to that text box in the shadow root DOM root structure. So that what we can do, let's go to the download section. So we cannot take downloads, we cannot pass anything to this downloads, right? So we can take the search downloads element now, and this is the field search input. So what we can do, right click on this, copy JS path, and let me just replace this one with let me comment out this, and we can use this document dot query selector of up to this. Okay, and next thing is we don't need text content. Instead of that, we need to pass some keys, right? So in JavaScript, we know to send some keys to the field, we can use dot value. And let's say I want to pass something, let's say test. Okay, we have to give it in a single quote test, and let's give some delay also so that we can see. And now let's run it. So it should pass the test keyword to the search box now. Okay, we have some failures. Okay, again we have to replace it with a single quote. Okay, we'll rerun it. Yes, the test is passed to that search field, right? So the test case is passed. So only thing is you need to know the methods, that property method names that you have to choose here. So for that you should be aware of some JS concepts as well. Okay, so if instead of this about getting the content or passing the text to this field, if you want to do some click actions, or if you want to take the value of some attributes, you can do that as well. Again, for that you need to go through the HTML DOM properties. You can google it or I can show you. Go to these W3 calls, you will be able to see all the methods available: text, content, tag name, all these methods are there. Yeah, attributes, contains, click, class name, everything. And this is the method that we just use now, text content, right? So it's all about JS method concepts. So you can go through some of the JS methods, and then it would be very easy to handle with the script method in Karate UI. Okay, so I hope you have liked this video. If so, please click the like button, and if you're watching my channel without subscribing, please consider subscribing it, and please keep supporting. Thanks for watching. We will see you with the next video. Thank you. Bye.